Alright, hello everyone. I am back with another video about testing some things regarding the Resurrecting mech serum and the Healer mech serum on Alpha 18, the unstable release. I just wanted to say thank you so much for all the likes that we've been getting. I mean, we almost hit like 200 likes on the other video. It's just amazing. So thank you guys very much. I don't know, I can't express my gratitude very well. But yes, I'm back with some more testing. In the last testing video, we brought back a skeleton, which was, I think, 13 days old. Luckily, in the dev mode, there is actually a rot tool, which I was informed about, so we can use that to actually test out some of the new questions I got. So I'm going to go ahead and read some of the questions that I got in the last one. So over here we have, perhaps hard to test, but if you reincarnate a dead tribal chief, who would be the chief then? The new one or the old one? So we're going to go ahead and spawn a faction leader. So we have a choice over here between the 5 of them. So let's go with the hatchet lineup. Ali, the pirate. I'm gonna go ahead and destroy the apparel quickly. Check the health. Fine. Everything is fine. Just normal base human. And let's kill them. Dunk. So boss died. The hatchet lineup. New boss is Lilith Luxembourg. So you guys see that, right? And then I can go ahead and which one? Resurrector. Use a resurrect mech serum. And I can, let me just clean this crap up. And I can bring them back. And now let's see. Spawn faction leader. No, so they are not the leader anymore. So as you can see, Ali is no longer the leader. It is still Lixith, whatever her name is. Something Luxembourg, whatever. Whatever, dude. Some weird European, African, Asian name. Anyways, so I got a few questions about the resurrection sickness that you get. So I'm gonna go ahead and spawn in 2 colonists over here and just kill them quickly with kindness, of course. Smelly. Let me just spawn near thing. Let's get some resurrection serum. So I'm gonna bring him back now quickly. Whoops. Okay, so let's talk about this resurrection sickness over here. This is not the problem. This goes away after a little while. If you turn on the diffs here, you can see it actually. The problem comes around when this does eventually go away. You will get something called the resurrection psychosis, which ma'am has over here. So this resurrection psychosis lasts 4,200,000 ticks. So if you don't know how long that is, that's okay, because I didn't either. That's about 70 days. So that's quite a while. That's over a year. It's a year and a quarter, pretty much, of time that you have this resurrection psychosis. And as you have it, it slowly increments itself. So later on in the video, you'll see me testing it out to try and to increase this, but it doesn't actually work that way. But the ticks to disappear stagnates, which is interesting. So what happens is, I have the table over here that I can talk about, but pretty much this ramps up in severity every now and then. As you can see, it changes severity per day by 0.010, and it slowly goes up. And at the min severity of 0.1, you will start to see mental breaks every 9 days on average. That's roughly what it is. So you'll have a mental break on average once every 9 days. When it gets to 0.025, which is in quite a while from now, that's I think 10 days, it will go from the average of 9 days to 6 days, and they will break every 6 days. Once it goes up to 0.40, it'll break every 3 days. These people will break every 3 days. Now listen to this. When it gets to the severity of 0.55, they break 0.5, so they can break 5 times in 1 day. On average, it'll be twice a day, but 5 times in 1 day is what can happen. That is absolutely insane, and this lasts 70 days. So how long the severity stays around, I'm not entirely sure, because I can't actually see how long it divides it, but you can actually do the math yourself if you want to work it out. Severity change per day, it goes up by 0.01, and it takes 420,000 ticks to disappear. So you can work that out. 70 days means that this will go up 0.7 in total. Which is insane. It is just absolutely crazy. This is by far the worst status effect that I've ever seen in Rimworld, and this is what you get for reviving someone. And as you can see, I've actually built the base. So I finished this video and then I came back to do this because I went around and tested it and I had a conversation on the Discord server about it. So thank you to Krusty Peanut, Jadalt, and Moasaman for helping me out with this. But yeah, this is so terrible. It's incredibly terrible. So you're better off just removing legs after you revive someone about 50 days afterwards, because it does not go away and it is hidden. As you can see, it's hidden until later on. Anyways, it's just crazy, absolutely crazy. The next question is, if I have a guy with a peg leg, will healing serum give him a regular leg? What if he has a bionic leg? Same with the resurrection, what happens with prosthetics? So we're gonna go ahead and try that out. Let me get in some hospital beds quickly. Max out their skills so they don't fail the surgery, although I have a feeling they still will because this is Rimworld and apparently I'm just that bad at this game. Well, you don't actually need light for a good doctor room. Like, it doesn't matter, it doesn't change the surgery chance. You can check the success chance over here, which is nice. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and spawn in. Nice, just vomit all over the room. Okay, so let's get bionic leg over there. Let me actually just put down a stockpile zone. We have a bionic leg. I don't think we can actually spawn in a peg leg in vanilla, right? No, so it's a command over here. So install peg leg on Char, install bionic leg on Jim. And then let's put in some Glitter World medicine. Should be fine. Cool, so Jim has the bionic leg. Anyway, so we have peg leg over here, and then a bionic leg. And as you can see, he's walking around fine now. And boom, goodbye. We don't like you anyways. Bring in the Resurrect Mech Serum, let's bring him back, see what happens. Okay, so Jim, he still has the bionic leg. Now, keep in mind that the bionic leg is quite a bit better than a regular leg by about 40%. So we'll try with the peg leg, which is worse by 40%, and we'll see how that goes. Because that's where the interesting part comes in, really. Alright, great. So, Char is alive. Let's kill him. Bring him back to life. Let's see. Nope, still has the peg leg. Still has the peg leg. So what you should probably do is remove the peg leg before he dies, because unless you have a mod, you cannot do it in vanilla. Yeah, very interesting though. Alright. So, next question. You should be capable of healing the brain damage with one of the healing mech serum things, right? Yes, you can. You can heal the brain damage, and you can heal the blindness that you get from this. So, that's nothing that you should worry about. Can you recover people with missing head or destroyed heart? Basically, can you recover a guy with lethal damage? Also, what will happen when you recover a body that was burning or shooted many times? Well, that's what we're here for. Apply damage. Surgical cut, because why the fuck not? Heart. Let's remove the heart first. This feels kind of terrible. Died during surgery. Yeah, sure. What are you? Sound. Queued resting. Oh, wait, he's okay. So you can now queue things in Alpha 18. I always get confused when I see that. But it is awesome. I will get used to it. Okay, so as you can see, we brought him back. No problem. And because it was within a day, he has no issues whatsoever. Well, the body was still fresh. But you should probably, you know, rescue them. There we go. Colonist needs rescue. Bro, you're fine. You're fine. Alright. Next question. Is there any rep bonuses for saving, reviving, and letting go of a friendly person? I mean, it's a hell of a lot more intensive than just caring for wounds and seeing them off to the edge of the map. So that I'm not sure about. So let's execute incident and bring in visitors. So the question is, say for example, visitors arrive and then a raid happens and they get knocked down. Will you get something for that? So let's see. Do they fight each other? Yeah, they do. Okay, great. Dude, really? Can just one of you guys go down? There we go. Nice. Okay, cool. So he's down now. He's down. So let's bring him in. Well, he actually needs to die. I just realized. He needs to die. So apply damage. I don't actually know. Let's just say flame. I picked the wrong organ. The whole torso. Okay, so he died on our map, so we lost stuff, but that is how it has always been. I need to put this fire out before the body burns to death. Beyond death, I mean. Prioritize extinguishing fire. Okay, so let's bring him back, see what happens. Use resurrect mech serum. Actually, why am I doing that? Resurrect mech serum. Use this on him. Banzo has been brought back to life. Okay. So his resurrection sickness. I'm gonna let that. While taking a wounded guest. Okay, so they're picking him up. So let's see. I don't think the relation actually. I think it just went down by -5. Yeah, it did. Didn't actually get anything. Although maybe I should have just let him go off by himself, but I don't know. Let's try that again. Let's try it again. I'm not satisfied with that. So there's Varia. Alright, great. As you can see, Huntsman. So he died. We didn't get any. Maybe the game actually considered we did that. Killed him earlier with the dev console. So then I'm going to go ahead and destroy these guys so they can't remove them. Place near thing. Serum. Resurrect mech serum. Let's go ahead. Tomness, use this on him. Right neck. Okay. What's his name? Huntsman. Okay. So I guess we just gotta wait for him to get up now. We didn't get any debuff there though. No -5 relation. So that's good. Let's take a look at how long this lasts. A very long time. Okay. I could use restore torso to get him back up. I don't think that that's a good idea though. So this guy's still down. Alright, next question. Are there mood debuffs associated with resurrection? Not that I can tell. I haven't seen any, but someone should probably check the YML and see if there is. But yeah, like I really don't know. What's the longest? Oh wait, what's this question? Okay, so pretty much the guy's asking in pretty broken English. No, I'm not criticizing. What happens if you leave someone for very long? So put down this guy. Destroy his apparel quickly so we can see the skeleton very clearly. We're gonna go ahead and kill him. So there's Percy on the floor. Test D. And I have a macro on my mouse, which spawns things in. So just to show you how quickly I can spawn things in, I'm gonna go ahead and put wood down here. And you can see how quickly that is. That's just me holding down the macro. So it's 75 times a second. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the rot tool with that. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and use this rot 1 day tool. Rot 1 day, and we'll see. You can see the skeleton. I'm holding it down. Should be several thousands now. Several thousands. Okay, dead for less than a day, it's fine. Desiccated. Alright, let's see if this does anything. I'm not actually sure if it will. But yeah, let's go for it. So this is probably 1,300, 1,400 now, because I hold it down for a good 15 seconds. Okay, burn scar on the brain. It's actually 10% burn scar, which is the best one that I've ever seen when it comes to burn scars. But he is blind, which is unfortunate. So what I'm going to do now is spawn in a colonist that I can control so that I can heal them, because we did have someone asking about, is the brain damage curable? So damage apparel, ma'am. And let's take you out. Kill. It's fine. Rot. Junk. You can actually see the columns disappeared at the tab up there. Alright, and let's bring you back. Use resurrect mech serum. Dude, really? This is literally a skeleton, and I removed all the clothes so you can see it is just a freaking skeleton. Okay, so ma'am is brain. This looks pretty bad. 60% efficiency. All right, let's test this out. I'm gonna have to wait for this resurrection sickness to disappear because I don't actually know how to use dev mode to get rid of resurrection sickness, but not get rid of these things. So just how it is, I suppose. Cool, so while I'm doing this, I got another question. What happens when you revive someone 7+ days dead, maybe like a 3-year dead colonist you've dug a hole for, dig him up when you have the serum and use it on him when available? How much damage would it have? So how graves work in this game is that they just put their body there. They still deteriorate. So for example, if I put a grave down over there and filled it up with a colonist, it would still deteriorate. So I could open the grave in 7 days and it would be a skeleton if I put it in fresh. So these are not like freezes or voids or anything. That's actually how it works. So for that question, that's what would happen. They would still have all the brain damage that anyone normal would have. And then another question, what would happen if they were missing a head? Like actually missing a head. And as you guys know, Rimworld actually does remove the head of a model if it's too terrible. So let me remove the clothes. Apply damage, surgical cut on the head. But I mean, if you can bring back a skeleton, then it's sort of reasonable to think you can bring back the head. Okay, so as you can see, missing a head, literally missing a head. Head has been cut off. Thomas is going to do that. And as you can see, she's pretty dandy, actually. In fact, no brain damage either because the body was fresh, so that's pretty good. How long till you guys were up? Alright, so ma'am is now awake. If you guys remember, she's the one who had the brain burn scar, the blindness, and the blindness. This is the worst injury you can get. This is not the worst brain scar you can get, but this is the worst set of injuries that I've seen. Because this person was dead for over 1,000 days, or at least the person we saw was dead for 1,000 days. So it doesn't get more severe than this. Brain scar can go down to efficiency at 40%. That's the lowest I've ever seen it. But it seems to be completely random. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and use the Healess Mech Serum now, because people wanted to know if you could cure the scar. Okay, blindness. And, okay, it did cure the burn scar, but why on earth would it cure the blindness first? Please, please do not let that be part of the base game. My goodness, that is insane. But there we go, as you can see, ma'am, Blaster, had the burn scar on the brain, perfectly fine now, nothing wrong with her at all. Then you can still see the resurrection psychosis, which disappears in a very long time. Which makes me wonder if this person dies again. This is when you get to the ethical part of Rimworld. Is it okay to kill someone several times and then revive them? Let's kill ma'am, because that was another question we got. What happens if you revive people multiple times? And you can see the psychosis there. So Jim's gonna bring you back, ma'am. Resurrection sickness. Cool, so let's go like 7 or 8 times. Just to be thorough in our tests. Nothing is changing in terms of health for the pawn, so there's not like nothing is building up or anything like that. So I'm not entirely sure. Oh, there we go. Alright, something did happen there actually. Severity change per day, 0.010. That would take a very long time to actually see. Alright, still interesting. Very interesting stuff. Alright, let's take a look at the next few questions. How does burying a dead colonist affect the decomposition? It doesn't affect it at all. So they will continue to decompose exactly as before. So, yeah. Is there any way that you can use the revival serum on chunks of meat? The type of meat depends on the resulting revival. 99. Okay, I mean, I highly doubt it. And like, what we can try is some spawning in human meat here. No, cannot select chunks of meat, unfortunately. But that would be very cool though. Like, chopping someone up and then bringing back to life as some sort of like abomination thing. But yeah, okay, and then just for the record, some people are still confused by what I said in the last video. You can freeze a colonist and keep the body permanently. as in forever. So it will never ever, it'll never ever decompose. And you can always use the resurrection on them and it'll be fine. So just keep that in mind. And then the final question I had was, can Luciferium heal a brain scar? Yes, it can. It can. So if you have Luciferium and you want to use it on a colonist to try to get rid of the brain scar, it will work, but just keep in mind it'll take like half a year if you're lucky. So, because it might pick a different scar. Like your colonist needs to be pretty clean, like this, just with one scar, and it can heal. Oh, and I did get another question. This is also important. Does the Resurrecting mech serum contribute to the colonist's worth? So let's take a look at this. So as you can see, market value for this colonist, character quality 22%. Can we get someone who's a bit, you know, better? Character quality 300. Alright, so Thomas. Oh, but that's because his skills are 20. Let's spawn in a normal baseline colonist who's not downed. Now we can see so 1070 over here, 60%. That's fair enough. So the base value is 1750. So let's go ahead and kill you. So obviously being downed reduces that now. Let's go ahead and use that on them. Resurrection sickness. Base value 1750. So nothing has changed. Don't be fooled by this final value over here. That's changed because they're downed and they have the sickness. But yeah, still very interesting. It means that you can't sell prisoners for as much as you used to be able to. But yeah, that's it. If you have any more questions, feel free to leave them. I will answer them. I love doing videos like this. It's really, really great. Yeah, and thank you guys so much for the huge amount of likes we've been getting recently. It's just crazy. I don't ask for them, and I'm never going to, but I do appreciate them no matter what. So thank you. Have an awesome day, and I will see you all tomorrow.